Oh, it's a little like Pluto. Oh, it's not Pluto. I seem to be on the roof of some tall building. Although, not quite at the top of the building. Well, that's quite a way up. Yeah. I wonder who'll be here to greet me this time. A man in cricketing whites, perhaps? Phew. And that's a long way down. Well, my senses aren't deceiving me, Mr. Flavour. My senses are working just fine. It's the information we're getting that doesn't make any sense. We seem to be on some kind of journey. Some kind of tour. But a tour of where? And to what purpose? And how did I get here? Am I in the Matrix? Are they lying to me? But if I was in the Matrix, these people I've been talking to, they wouldn't lie to me. Why would they lie to me? I'd know them. They'd know me. There wouldn't be the need for all this deception. So what then? Where am I? Not the Celestial Toy Room. Too many questions and not enough tricks. And not the land of fiction either. Not enough fiction! Am I dreaming? Surely not. I'm definitely awake. I'll just pinch myself and find out. Ah, definitely awake. These people. Are they people? Are they men? Or are they all the same man? Are they this man? Are they me? No. They'd know me if they were. I'd know them. But it's all just a bit too much to be coincidence. Somebody's deliberately controlling it. Must be. That much is obvious. But who? And what for? I keep on bumping into myself. Or something very like myself. And speaking of which, should there be at least one of me here by now?
Doctor, is that you?
And right on cue. Who else would it be? What you doing up there?
Got to get to the top. Doctor, are you coming with me?
No pretence not to know me. Things are moving on. Why? What's up there?
The top, Doctor. Got to get to the top.
Who's got to get to the top? Me or you?
That's right. Does it matter?
I suppose not. It's all part of the tour. Right. I'll be right up there. What do I do?
Just climb.
But it's a sheer face. What do I hold on to?
Just start climbing. You'll soon get to grips with it.
Very well.
I'll wait here for you.
Well, it's easier than what I thought it would be.
Not too hard, is it?
No. In fact, it's not remotely hard. What is this building made of, anyway? It certainly isn't bricks and mortar.
Curious stuff, isn't it?
Very curious. Phew. It's easy to get a grip on, but isn't it hard going? It feels like just climbing through treacle.
Just by climbing through treacle.
I am climbing through treacle, aren't I?
Come on. We'd better keep going.
Oh. Yes. Let me get my breath.
No time. Got to get to the top.
You said that already. Why are we in such a rush?
We're not in a rush. We've just got to get to the top.
The next door, I suppose. And the next location.
I suppose you might say that.
The next clue, maybe. Am I looking for clues? Am I picking them up, maybe, without even realizing it?
I wouldn't know. All I do know is that I need to get you to the top.
As quickly as possible, it seems.
Maybe. I couldn't say.
I'm the doctor, by the way. Although, it seems you already knew that. Pleased to meet you. And you?
I'm very pleased to meet you too.
No, I mean your name. I'm the Doctor. What's your name?
Game.
No name! What's your name?
Game. Game. That is my name.
Ah, Game. I can't seem to make sense of the names.
I don't think you're supposed to make sense of people's names. They're just names.
But what's in a name, eh? And where do they come from?
From parents, relatives, long-lost cousins, forgotten friends and barely made acquaintances, and a well-cooked meal. The famous, the fictional, from flowers, they're just names.
And what's the significance behind a name such as Game, eh?
One might ask what the significance is behind a name such as yours too, Doctor.
One might ask.
And?
A name like Game, though, that's telling. That's a reveal. As much it is a name, it's not just a name at all, is it?
What more might it be?
An indication. A clue.
If you're looking for clues, then it might well be a clue. If you're looking for clues.
What else might I be looking for?
You might not be looking for anything. You might not be looking at all.
That sounds like a clue in itself. My arms and legs are killing me.
If you're looking for clues, I think we're nearly there. Are you really that tired?
I'm, no, probably not. A well-cooked meal. That's what I could do with.
A name is just a name, Doctor. We pluck them from the sky, from the people we've met or are about to meet, from the people we remember.
And I'm supposed to remember someone, am I? Is that what all this is about? Is this all leading to someone?
Does this have to be about something?
I'm not going to get a straight answer, am I?
It's as straight an answer as I can give you.
I think we're here. Huh. That was quite a climb.
But you did very well.
Thank you. So did you. Right. A door! What a surprise. I'm getting flashbacks, you know. To, above, between and below.
Huh?
Ah, perhaps you haven't got there yet.
Speaking of getting there, look at this wonderful view.
What view? I can't see anything but clouds.
Ah, but imagine what the view would be like if you could see it.
And what would we be looking at? Stockbridge?
This isn't Stockbridge. It's time.
It's time.
It's time for you to go.
In there? What is it? A lift?
It most certainly has the outward appearance of one.
Very well. I must be getting pretty close now anyway. 2 more strangers to meet. I don't suppose you'd like to come with me, would you?
I could do that. Why not?
You'll come? Are you sure? That was unexpected.
Everyone could do with some company sometimes. And you certainly like to keep company, don't you?
Doesn't everybody?
But it's more, a thing with you. In you go.
And you're definitely coming with me?
Of course.
Very well then.
Perhaps not then. Although sometimes the best company is one's own.
This really is a lift. Huh. The biggest surprise is that there wasn't a surprise. Okay. Although there's a surprise. I knew he wouldn't come. But now I really am on my own. Nobody can possibly spring up and surprise me in here.
Good day.
Good day. Well, there's a surprise.
To the end, please.
Excuse me?
We are in a lift, are we not? Well, then I would like to go right to the end, please.
Oh, I see. You want the last floor? In which direction?
Well now, considering where we started from...
Ah, yes, of course. Hang on a minute.
What is wrong, young man?
These buttons. They don't make any sense.
They make eminently good sense to me. These buttons are at the bottom, and these buttons are at the top.
But they're written alphabetically.
So they're unusual, but there is nothing unusual in that.
But look, here in the middle, these make perfect sense. E, F, G, H, and so on. And down here at the bottom, C, B, A, and then another C and a K.
I must confess that does strike me as a little odd.
And here at the top, even odder.
LMNO, nothing wrong with that.
The O comes before the N. In fact, there are two O's.
No doubt there is a reason for it.
No doubt. But what?
Young man, tell me something.
Go ahead.
You have the appearance of a man who travels.
Well, you should know.
Granted. Okay, so you're a man who travels, but tell me, in what manner do you like to travel?
In my ship. That's not what you mean, though, is it?
Possibly not. I'll rephrase. Do you prefer travelling by the shortest distance or the most interesting?
Ah, I see what you do mean. But my ship usually chooses for me.
Quaderat demonstrandum.
QED. I expect you're probably being very clever.
Oh, I expect so too. I usually am being very clever. Engine, by the way, pleased to meet you.
Engine? Oh, I see. It's your name. Hey, that's my line.
You should use it then. Introduce yourself, young man.
Hi. Okay. I'm the Doctor. Pleased to meet you. Engine?
And now it's time for you to start being clever.
Oh, yes.
Now the niceties are over. Let's look at the problem, shall we?
There's a problem?
You pointed it out. The buttons, for heaven's sake.
Oh, yes, the buttons.
Perhaps the man who designed this lift likes to travel in the same manner as your ship does.
There must still be a reason why they're arranged like this.
Well, then you simply need to work out what it is.
Yes, hang on. They're not destinations. They're words.
Words, are they?
Yes, look, here at the top. N-O-O-M, or backwards, M-O-O-N. Moon.
And they're at the bottom?
B-A-C-K, back. Moon. And back.
Moon and back. They sound very much like destinations to me.
Possibly. But look. Moon and back. But we didn't start at the moon, so we can't be going back to it. I mean, I got on at the top, although I know you didn't, and that certainly wasn't the moon.
And how exactly do you know that I didn't get on at the top?
Well, you got on a different floor, somewhere further down.
Are you certain I didn't get in at the same floor as you?
Well, no, I don't suppose I am. But did you get on at the same floor as me?
Quite possibly. I wouldn't like to speculate. And are you quite sure this lift is actually going down?
There's no way of telling, is there? The buttons don't light up, yet there's no display of any kind. But we got on at the top right. Where else could we be going?
Just as long as that was the top.
And what are you saying?
Well, if that really does mean the moon, if the moon really is a destination, it stands to reason. Wherever we did get on, it couldn't have been the top. Where did we get on? Where exactly did you get on?
Well, I got on at, it was some kind of tall building.
So, definitely not the moon?
No. Might have been Pluto. Might have been Stockbridge. Might have been the moon of Poosh for all I know.
So it might have been a moon?
Aye. Suppose so. It doesn't really matter though, does it?
Oh? Why ever not?
Well, where we are and where we're going, it doesn't really matter, does it? They're all the same place. This whole moon and back thing is nothing more than a distraction.
Why ever do you say that?
This whole trip, this tour, it's nothing more than a muddle, a meaningless jumble of random destinations. There's no correlation between where I'm going and where I end up. I walk into a pub, I'm in a church, I go down a rabbit hole, I'm
And
on a
now
ship.
you're in a lift. I take it you didn't step into a lift?
Ah, yes. I did actually.
So maybe we're getting somewhere.
Maybe. Is any of this going to mean anything though? That's the question.
Everything means something to someone.
Yes. I'm beginning to suspect I'm just a rat in a maze. And none of this is for my benefit at all.
That seems like a very egotistical view of the world. Should everything be for your benefit then?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
And what are you saying?
Well, okay then. This whole thing, it does seem to have been set up specifically for me.
In what way does it?
Stockbridge, for one thing. If it was Stockbridge, that is, it certainly felt like Stockbridge. But then again, it felt like a Sunday too. The question of dating, that's a doctor thing. The church and the pub, the rabbit hole. It's like my whole existence is being boiled down into essences.
Well, there must be more to life than a church, a pub, and a rabbit hole.
The choices, the climbing, the questing, the saving people, the puzzles, they're all things I do. Things that I do. Things I'm known to do.
So you think all of this is for you?
Who else? And then there's the people. You people.
Us people?
That can't be just a coincidence. There's far more to it than that.
Then it must be time for you to find out.
Time indeed. Do you think we made it to the moon? Or back?
Oh, I expect you'll know soon enough. Goodbye, Doctor. Take good care.
Goodbye, engine.
Brevis erat memorandum, Doctor.
Ah. This is the moon. The moon. And what do you know? I'm not alone.
Do you ever think about death, Doctor?
Excuse me?
Sit down, Doctor. Join me.
Very well. And yes, of course. I often think about death.
I'm sure you do. A fleeting notion that flickers through the transit of your mind. A victory, a defeat, an enemy vanquished. But do you ever think about death?
Yes. Yes, I do. All life is precious.
Easy words to say. But what about the Daleks on Scarrow? The Cybermen of Mondos, the Makra, the Vervoids, the last of the Jaggeroth? Were those not precious too? Do you ever think about death?
Evil must be fought.
Evil? Is it for you to say who and what is evil? And what was it you once said that there should have been another way?
But you can't always find another way. Sometimes you have to kill to prevent more killing.
Face it, Doctor. Death follows you around like a lost puppy.
Okay, so maybe it does, but that's not a deliberate choice. And it doesn't mean I don't care.
But do you really care? Do you ever shed more than a moment's grief for the lives you leave unlived?
Of course I do. But sometimes events take over. There isn't always the time.
Time? You have all the time in the universe, Doctor.
Very easy to say. But you know as well as I do that life isn't like that.
No. Life isn't like that. But some lives, the lives that are lost as a result of your actions, those lives don't get the chance to find out.
Are you here to tell me to change my ways?
Would it be worth telling you to change your ways? Could you change your ways?
Almost certainly not. As well you know. So why are we here? This is the end of the road, isn't it?
I want you to think about death.
I am thinking about death.
Are you really? Or are you simply excusing your actions and your lack of thought? Do you ever stop to wonder about the little people, the ones that you never get to meet? The ones whose fathers and husbands and sons are lost in the crossfires of your wanderings?
Are you charging me with a lack of compassion?
Did you ever lose anyone close to you?
Of course. Any number of people. Katerina, for example.
The handmaiden of Troy, who died a pointless death 1,000,000 miles and 1,000 years from home. Tell me when you last spoke her name, or pictured her face.
I can't.
I know. Can you imagine her thoughts as she fell free of that airlock? Have you ever wondered what she was thinking? What she was feeling? As a life whispered out of her?
I suppose not.
And she was the one who was close to you?
Adric, then. You can't say I didn't feel the loss of Adric.
And yet you allowed that loss to be.
You can't save everyone.
And are you not going to give me the same old excuse? That you couldn't go back and save the boy?
You know as well as I do. I could have saved him at any time between then and now.
Your excuses are only for those who don't know any better, then.
They weren't excuses.
And so what were they?
Adric died. If I were to change things, to go back, it's not that it wouldn't have changed everything, but it would have made Tegan and Nissa's grief irrelevant. Sometimes it's better to grieve. Bringing back Adric wouldn't have changed the fact that he was meant to die, but it would have made the death irrelevant. Adric died for a reason, and that reason was powerful enough that he should stay dead.
So now you're choosing when and if people should die. So now you're choosing when and if people should die.
It's not a choice. I didn't make it. I was simply there when it happened.
And does that death haunt you? Above all others?
I suppose it does.
So what's so special about one boy? Above everyone and everything else that has died around you? Above the hundreds, the thousands of deaths that you've caused or allowed to happen?
Nothing.
Nothing?
He was a friend.
He wasn't of your kind, nor even from your favorite planet. And yet ultimately you treated him no better than you do your enemies. Have you had no better friends than he?
Of course. Many good friends. Sarah Jane. The Brigadier. You want me to name them? Harry Sullivan. Barbara Wright. Ben Jackson, even.
Adric becomes less and less significant.
But Adric's dead. I can't mourn the others.
But the others are all dead too.
What?
In time. In time, everyone is dead.
I thought you meant...
You know exactly what I meant. You can't properly mourn the dead because, for a man with all the time at his disposal, they will never truly be dead.
That's not fair.
Of course it's not fair. On them. You don't mourn the dead because, for you, they are never truly, truly dead. And yet for them, Life is but a blinking of your eye. When they die, there is no travelling back and forward, no never truly dead. When they die, they die.
I know that.
And yet you don't truly feel it.
Of course I feel it. I know that a life is over when it's over. I know that there's no tomorrow or the next day for the dead. No just one more cup of tea. No another venture to be had. I know that death is death.
Do you?
Of course I do.
But do you truly know what death is?
Of course I do.
Do you? Have you ever died?
You don't need to die to empathise with the dead.
And you have died any number of times, and yet you still don't empathise with the dead.
I've regenerated.
You've died and are born again. With all your memories, your emotions, your impulses intact.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. You die and yet you live. Death is truly not the end. Barring accidents, you can live forever. Is that not so?
Barring accidents and barring choice.
So how do you expect to understand death if you've never felt its hand upon your shoulder? How do you expect to feel it if it can't touch you? How do you expect to mourn those whom you've survived if you survive everyone and everything? What is the point of a life that can't be concluded?
You're wrong.
Just think about it, Doctor.
I will.
Here's something else for you to think about.
Something else.
Something else. Look around you. What do you see?
Rocks. Dust. The sky.
The moon, Doctor.
We're on the moon.
You haven't yet asked my name.
What is your name?
It's Choke, Doctor. My name is Choke.
Choke?
Choke.
I can't breathe.
Choke.
But I can't breathe.
This is the moon, Doctor. There is nothing to breathe.
I can't breathe.
There's no regenerating here. There's no regeneration unless the body you're being born into has a decent chance of life. You can only live forever bearing accidents.
I can't breathe.
I can't die here. Your words. See you in the next place, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking part.
For taking part? Am I dead? Am I dead? Is this death?
Don't worry, Doctor. You're not dead.
But it's over, isn't it?
For you. For us, it is just beginning.
I am in the Matrix after all.
You are not in the Matrix, Doctor.
Where am I then?
The same place you have always been.
Still giving it the cryptic, eh?
I can only answer according to my programming.
Programming? Ah. Is there a particular way I should phrase the question then, to get a straight answer?
It is not a question of where we are. Our location has changed many times since this process began.
Yes. The village. The ship. The moon.
No, none of those places. The village, the ship, the moon. Those were all aspects.
Aspects?
Characteristics, if you will. Characteristics of your life, your lives, Doctor.
We've been travelling through my past.
Not your past, Doctor. Your present, your state of mind.
My state of mind? We haven't been anywhere at all, have we? You're in my mind.
That is correct, Doctor.
But these aspects, You must have plucked them from somewhere.
Not at all. We didn't choose the aspects, Doctor. You did. We merely visited you. You assembled the locations for our visit yourself.
So who are you then? You're not like the others.
I am an aspect too.
You are?
I am.
An aspect of what? The Matrix?
That is correct, Doctor.
So, I wasn't in the Matrix at all. I wasn't in the land of fiction, or the celestial toy room, or the Matrix. I wasn't in the Matrix. The Matrix was in me, all along.
Now you comprehend.
So am I what? Dreaming? Am I asleep?
Not at all. This process doesn't need sleep to proceed.
Because it's happening in my subconscious mind, isn't it?
And the aspects that have formed the backdrop to our research all have been produced by you.
I've made my own playground. But why? What are you?
I don't have a name. Perhaps listener would be the best translation.
Listener? And what are you listening for?
Your skills, Doctor. Your experience. Your presence. Your essence.
My essence? You want to know what makes me? Me!
You are correct.
Then this wasn't for my benefit after all. This wasn't a test I had to pass. It was a test of what I am.
Correct.
And the reason? The purpose behind all of this.
The Matrix beholds the future, Doctor, as well as the past. The future beyond even that which is possible for Gallifrey to perceive. The Matrix foresees a turbulence, a darkness, congregating in the timelines.
An evil of some kind.
A day of war, Doctor. The Matrix foresees a great battle. A battle that will rage farther and deeper than any battle that has ever been fought.
And Gallifrey knows of this.
Not yet. Not until the timelines are clearer. Not until such a moment as we can see how and why and what will happen.
And my part in this.
Gallifrey is not prepared for war. Time Lord society is old and wise, but not battle-ready. Gallifrey has lost the ability to fight.
And you need my experience.
You, Doctor, are one of the very few, the only one who has fought evil in the darkest corners of the universe, and won. Your essence, your experience, your person is what is required. An army must be taught, prepared, not in the ways of war, but in the state of mind that is necessary to win such a war.
And such a war. I suppose this is coming.
The Matrix predicts a black time indeed.
And I will no doubt have my place in it. On the battlefield itself.
The Matrix cannot foresee exact events, only the coming of the darkness.
So you've been testing me.
Understanding you, so that we can use that understanding and pass it on.
And is it you? Is it you that has been my companion? My series of companions throughout this, experiment? That's the one thing I don't quite get.
No, Doctor. My place is to observe, to listen, to correlate, to comprehend.
Then who have I been talking to? Is it me? My past selves? Have you sent my past selves in to administer these tests?
Selves? No. We have sent no one in. It is impossible. Even the Matrix doesn't hold that kind of influence over the subconscious.
Oh. Not my past selves, then?
No.
I must say, it didn't feel right. It was them, but it wasn't them. Then who?
We merely agitated a presence to guide you. Another aspect. An aspect of yourself that never came into being. We activated an incarnation that never happened, if you will.
An incarnation that never happened. But they did all happen.
All?
7 previous selves I saw, spoke to. 7. And every one of them an incarnation that happened.
It is not possible.
It might not have been possible, but it happened.
Your guide, it is possible you assigned characteristics to it that you were seeing in your conscious, your waking world. Characteristics that bled through from the reality outside.
You mean people I was really meeting? And those people informed the ones I've been seeing here in my subconscious?
Quite so.
Yes. But that doesn't explain to me why they came to me as my past regenerations, though.
You imagine it, Doctor. That cannot be how it was.
So say you. The subconscious is a tricky tool to play around with. I saw my past selves, no matter what you say. And what about the names? Stream, rain, flavour. The names didn't make any sense.
The names you assigned, probably conjured up out of your subconscious, derived from real names, no doubt. Names you will have been fixating upon.
Derived from names, I know. Derived from Time Lord names. Master, Rani, Flavia.
Perhaps a tiny part of you recognized the presence of the Matrix and attempted to make some kind of connection. It is time for me to go, Doctor.
You've got what you wanted, and now you are leaving?
We can better prepare for the dark times ahead. But thank you, Doctor. Thank you for taking part.
Against my will, or better judgment. And who knows what my mind might suffer as a consequence of this?
Now you understand what has happened, your subconscious can rest easy once again. There will be no suffering in consequence.
So say you. The reality might be quite different. I'm not going to have happy memories of this.
You will have no memory of this at all. In your dreams, perhaps. What happens in the subconscious stays in the subconscious.
But what if my real self has been affected? What if all this has caused my real self to make mistakes, get himself into trouble?
We have been watching your brain patterns. Whatever adventure you're having in real life, it is not one that has troubled your subconscious too deeply, nor the other way around. Everything is quite satisfactory on that score.
Great. You're telling me that what's going on up top is rather dull.
It feels... It's not an adventure that you will mind having missed.
Still, although speaking of missing things, I haven't missed Grace too much. I might go back for her, you know. Try and tell my conscious mind somehow what to do.
Go back for Grace? You shouldn't, Doctor. Too much time has passed.
Too much time has passed? We only just said goodbye.
Not so, Doctor. In fact, you have met someone else. Someone new. Sam. Your mind is telling me she's called Sam.
Sam? I'm travelling with someone called Sam?
No, Doctor. You are not travelling with her. Not yet. But go back for her instead. She needs you. You need each other.
Very well.
Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye, and thank you.
But what happens now?
Your minds will join together once again.
Even some of the things Dr. Foreman said.
Have you any idea where we are, Doctor?
I shall miss them, Doctor.
Yes, whatever you say, Doctor. John!
Looking terribly worried, Doctor.
What is it, Doctor? What's up?
Hey, Doctor! You look at things you never told me. These seem you getting as bad as the dumps.
Are we actually on our way, Doctor, or are we stuck somewhere?
Miss Shaw and the Doctor will report themselves forthwith.
Miss Elizabeth Shaw and the Doctor.
My name's Josephine Pratt. I do. This is it. Oh, no, it isn't. Is it, Doctor?
Doctor, I can see you're busy, but what about Sam?
Master?
Doctor, can I speak? Doctor?
Come on, Doctor.
Well, I must say I'm quite looking forward to going there.
The doctor said nothing of anybody.
So
the doctor says.
Doctor, look!
Patronize me, Doctor. Come on, Doctor! Come on, hurry!
Well, Professor, can we get something to eat now?
Doctor, I have your things.
Nothing to be scared of, Doctor.
Because it was a big dream.